set to yesterday and made myself a small brazing hearth, because I've got a lot of silver soldering to do on a project shortly. And I've made this brazing hearth so it's portable, because I'm limited for space. So I've made a little shelf under one of my benches, so I've made it to the sizes it'll fit on my shelf. So you could make this any size you want, really. I will show you a drawing what I did in a minute, but what I'm really basically wanting to explain is I've not gone to no great expense to do this. As you can see in front on you, I've got some offcuts of angle iron from some old shelving I had. This is a builder's what they use on joists for securing joists together. And then I had this bit of flat bar here, and then some odd offcuts of angle iron which I've used, and it's not cost me anything really to make this. So basically I've cut all my items out what you can see in front on you. These are just the pieces that's left really. So I'll just go through the drawing with you now. So here's my drawing I've made, my little bit of a sketch, and basically the items you saw in front on you are just the offcuts I've got left from making this, and all it is really is you've got 4 pieces of angle iron in each corner, and then 3 pieces on the back and the sides which turn upwards, and then the front one turns downwards. So as you can see, I've put all the sizes up here, how many you need, and lengths and everything. And then all it is bolted together with some 6mm roofing bolts which I had, galvanised roof bolts in each position here, on each side, as you can see. And I've made them this dimension so I can get it's the right dimensions for standard house bricks. Now I know you shouldn't use house bricks for a brazing hearth, but the house bricks I've put on are very soft, and they don't spit back, and they're basically there just for a secondary insulation, if you like, because what I do, I wrap round it is an inset for a fire, for an open fire, which I got from Wilco at a reasonable price, and all my eating's done on that, and a piece of a fire brick which I've got, which I've shown you at the beginning of the video when I started it up with burner going. So there's all my dimensions for you anyway, if you're interested, but you could really make it any dimension you want to suit your needs and your storage and what fire bricks you might have already. And you could even cut your bricks down to suit your size. So these 2 cross members here, they just set at an angle just to support your fire bricks, and then I've allowed a space here for my secondary burner which I've had for a while, and that sits underneath. I'll just show you that. So here's my secondary burner. It's just a stand made up which I made. This is a separate project, but it's just a stand with a standard burner nozzle in and a tap that goes to the gas line. That's all that is, and I've made it so it just sits underneath my brazing hearth like so, and all I've done is cut some little bits of offcuts of angle which I had, and it just sits on this angle, and it's surrounded by fire bricks, as you seen at the beginning of my video. It just sits on them, and fire bricks trap it in. So they're just there so it can't fall through. I'll just tilt the camera back a fraction. Like so. So I've made that space in the middle just particularly to fit my burner. So if you don't want a burner and you just want a flat bed of bricks, do it that way. But I've done it that way so I can use both options as I require. And I need this secondary burner because the copper I'm going to be soldering, sorry I've caught camera there, the copper I'll be soldering is quite hefty and needs a lot of heat, so I've only got one torch and I've only got one pair of hands, so I've made this burner to give me some secondary heat while I do the soldering or brazing. Right, so I've just picked camera up because my stand isn't very flexible and I can't really show you it from the stand properly, but this is a sideway view. And then that's a front view. And all I've done is bolted it with bolts in each position, so there's no welding to do or anything. You can strip it down if you've had enough on it and don't want it. And then I've made it these sizes so it's portable and it fits under my workbench when not in use. So I'll just assemble that back together and show you it again. Right, so I'm just using standard house bricks for secondary insulation, and I've made it so that the 6 fits on the bottom like this. So there's 6 on the bottom, and then I've made it so you get 4 up the back. And basically all they're doing, it's just like a secondary insulation. And then I've got proper fire brick here, which is like it's an inset for an open fire. I use this, which is adjustable to any width really, like so. And then I've got a proper fire brick, which I put my work on, either that one, or I've got these lightweight ones here, and I just put them on to suit. And like I've got other little bits of fire brick to pack round job if I need to keep the heat in. So I know they're only house bricks, but they're only doing like secondary insulation. And then if you want to put your secondary burner in, you just take 2 bricks out, and I've got this this bit of a mesh. This mesh I put over that so my work don't drop through over secondary burner. And the secondary burner is just stands on these little offcuts what were lying about my workshop. And then all them bricks will just come off in a few seconds, and it stores neatly under me workbench out at way. So that's just a budget brazing hearth for you really. I'll just show it dimensions again, and it's there's nothing to it really, it's all bolted together. It's just a matter of cutting your angle and your material to the correct size, or the size that you want to make it to suit your needs. You could make it bigger, you could make it smaller if you wanted. Okay, so any questions on that, let me know. If you haven't seen my other videos, what I've done on my locomotives and my other various projects, take a look at them if you're interested. Anyway, thanks for watching, and I'll catch you on my next project.